What I'm also going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a review on Bundutec. We've tested them in the summer, we've tested them in the heat, we've tested them in the wind and the desert environment. We don't have the luxury of having rainy weather as we have here in Salalah. So I want to know, how dry is that tent? I want to know, how dry is that awning? For the next 7 days, we're not going to see much sunshine, so I'll be able to give you a proper review on the flip side. Awesome is that? Tell you what, not many people that can do that. We're camped, as you can see, not too far from here, and one of the few days that the sun actually comes out in Salalah for reef season. It's probably closer to about 31-32 degrees Celsius. I'm trying to escape the sun, but the flies are intense. As the sun came out, the flies just came up everywhere. So we're going to sit in the water over here, the fresh water flowing into the ocean. And how awesome is this Bundutec stuff? I don't have to put the tent down, I don't have to put the awning away, get in the car, start it out, move the shade to where I need it. We're going to be doing more reviews on this. As I say, it's been raining for the last week, so I'll give you a complete review on the Bundutec, or the Bundutop tent, as well as the Bunduorn, as far as waterproof, windproof, etc, etc. But I think that you just saw there sells the product to me over and over and over. We've spent the last 7 days or so touring up and down the southern part of Salalah, the Dhofar region. We've had adverse weather conditions, from absolute rainy, misty environments to coming to the beach over here to dry everything out, and now we've got windy conditions. So what we've put the Bundutop and Bunduorn through in the last 7 days is completely adverse conditions, and I wanted to understand how this is going to hold up in these kind of conditions, where you've got 2-3 days of very, very, very damp. So it's not downpours of rain as these things are built for in South Africa, where you have massive thunder showers. This is a constant mist, which means when the wind is blowing, you have horizontal rain. And my first, well, looking at the Bundutop tent, my first issue was that it's square. It doesn't have the awning covering the windows that you have in the typical rooftop tent that folds open, where you have the long window protector, kind of put it that way, so that it runs off that versus running onto the mosquito net where you might get wet. So I was skeptical about that. Coming down to Salalah and spending some time, I generally thought we were going to get wet. The mosquito nest is so fine that even the drizzle coming at total horizontal, yes, it condensates up against the tent and the mosquito net, but it just runs straight down. Now, I must say, one night, my sleeping bag at the bottom was touching the mosquito net and got damp. My fault? Yes. But did the rain come in to wet the mattress? No, not at all. So anything touching that mosquito net, obviously it's going to get wet, but it's been protecting it and running down the outside. Highly impressed with something that actually has been designed for massive downpours, thunder showers in the afternoon, 3-4 days worth of heavy rain. It hasn't been designed to, well, like my son said it, he's found the cloud. So Microsoft and these guys don't need to go and look for the cloud anymore. Come down to Salalah, you're permanently living in one. Moving on to the Bundutec. Again, same conditions, very rainy. It didn't leak once. I love the fact that the back of it over there is covered, so anything that's dropping off the tent doesn't fall in between where the cab is. So if I've got the doors open and it's raining, nothing's falling into the cab because it kind of seals up against the tent. So what's coming off the tent drips onto the awning and then runs down here. And what we did at one point is we took the tie downs and strapped one of them down to bring the low point, and we were capturing all the water from the tents, filling up our grey water tanks. I can't find anything to fault these products. Bundutec has done a great job. I think the research that's gone into these products, fantastic. As you can see, windy conditions right now. I don't have it strapped down at all. We've got the Foxwing on the Conqueror trailer behind us over here, and we've had to strap it down and tighten the straps all the time because it comes loose. The telescopic sag, and then you've got to tighten the telescopic poles once again. You know, moving from a 270 Foxwing kind of a base that I had on here prior to this from Rahal to this, I don't know why anybody would not put this on their car. And again, guys, as you know, the Bundutec has given me Bundutec tent to test as a long-term test. However, this is mine. I bought this. So this is not a biased review when it gets to the awning. The Bundutec tent, would I purchase one? Yes, definitely. Definitely. I'd like to test the Alucab one. I haven't had the Alucab one, and I would like to put the two up against each other. But I think for the conditions that we have here in the Middle East, the Bundutec is going to trump any clamshell tent every time, because here we have 4 windows. I have wind blowing through the tent at any given time, whereas the clamshell only has the 3 windows. So I think from a heat perspective, the Bundutec's going to take it. Yes, the luxury of the electric, and it goes up on its own and so on and so forth. I don't think that really comes into play when you're comparing it into a clamshell. I think it's the comfort, and I think it's the ability to bring as much air into your tent as possible, especially living in the environments that we do here in the Middle East. So as far as I'm concerned, both these products will stick to my vehicles.